Merville.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Charnel is back. You know, obviously he hasn't been on the show for a few months. He's been holding out, unfortunately, but we had 12-hour negotiations. We finally agreed on a contract. So, Jeff, you know, it's glad to have you back on the show. The holdout was very unnecessary, not classy at all, but you're back.
Money talks, they say. Money talks.
It is what it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the most obvious issue and the most controversial issue. Here it is. Does Michael Vick deserve the scrutiny he deserves that he's been getting in the media, and will he make a comeback eventually in the NFL?
No one, I don't care. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. No one deserves what Michael Vick's going through right now. Did he put himself in a situation? Yes. Does the media take things out of proportion? Yes. Are they talking to his legitimate father he hasn't talked to in the last 30 years? Yes. All these things that, you know, they're bringing up his skeletons in the past. They're saying that all these things, no one deserves this, but did he put himself in a situation? Of course he did. But I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
What do you think?
I think, he made the wrong decisions, and he's going to pay the consequences for that. But having it on TV, hours on end, every day, going through the trial or the plea agreement, all that stuff, I don't think he deserves it. I think they, as you said, blew it out of proportion, making it bigger than it is, extra propaganda, talking to his father, as you said, that he who comes out to speak just because his son didn't give him enough money.
Yeah.
So like basically he wanted money, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. This is perfect, so I'm gonna argue.
Let me tell you what the media does. The media, we're part of the media too. We can't just criticize the media because we be criticizing ourselves. What it says right now, the media continues to bring up celebrities and take them down, okay? Yep. I'm not doing that. I brought Michael Vick down since the beginning, okay? I brought him down. I've never liked this thug, this criminal, and this fraud, okay? Listen, but Michael Vick, the actual dog killing, that's a little bit weird, okay? That's disgusting right there. Yeah. You know, I'll give you that because, you know, you're a dog owner too, right? How do you feel about that, you know?
I really don't like my dog.
Yeah.
My father's dog. Like I said, like owning a dog, I wouldn't want my dog to be killed and drowned like it was, but I think I'm done with the story. I didn't want to really speak about the story, because I think we don't want to be like everybody else. You know, exactly. we're stepping it up big time, and right now talking about this story, we're stepping it down.
Exactly. And just finally about Michael Vick. Michael Vick, I don't blame him for the dog fighting, because honestly, I really don't like animals. If everyone knows me personally, I can't stand cats and I can't stand dogs. And honestly, if a dog or cat dies, I'm not going to sleep over it. But what I blame Michael Vick for is getting caught. Being stupid enough for getting caught. That's what I blame him for. Yeah, for being stupid enough to get himself involved in trouble like that, he deserves to go to jail.
No. Hey, blaming getting caught, he has to be blamed for doing the wrong thing. Laws are laws. Laws are put in place to protect everybody, protect animals. So I'm not an animal activist over here, but I'm not gonna say, I blame you for getting caught. Eventually, if you're doing this for the last 10, 30 years, eventually this is gonna come out. Especially if you have thugs all around you, and the sense of jail time, they start snitching, they start just ratting you out, like they start crying like little girls. I did it. You know, it's just gonna happen. So
also, there seems like a discrepancy in how like PETA is not attacking hunters who hunt for deer, wild game, and moose. You know, this
and
hunter,
hang up the moose
hang them up, put them up on the wall, and like be proud of it. Yeah, and they have no problem with that. Like I see that as sick. Like you know what I'm saying?
I totally disagree with all of it, because you're gonna bring down one man for now dog fighting. It was alleged, but now he's been guilty, or he's put in his plea. You're gonna bring down one man, but you're not gonna bring down a whole nation for killing foxes and deers, beavers, cattle, and people that have cats in their houses for 30 years with feces and overgrown lawns and all this crap. Like you're gonna bring down one. Let's go to Texas. Let's see how many people have just a whole wall of moose hanging up.
They got their probably. They got their for.
That's a probably.
That's Abe. That's Johnny. I killed.
You give me a license, I can kill that deer. So You give me a license. Why shouldn't I be able to kill that dog? You see, it's all. To me, the way politics work and the way the judicial system works, it's all baloney.
To wrap up this, I don't want, you're right, I don't want to talk about this Michael Vick, but to wrap it up, what the media does and what we try to do as people in this country, we bring up celebrities and we look to tear them down. And I don't do that. I just look to tear them down. Okay? I don't bring them up. Anyways, next question.
At least you're